Folks, we will be getting underway in just a few moments here, so please remain calm. We've got an unruly crowd tonight. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 Miss Effingham County Fair Queen Pageant. We are glad you could be here this evening, either in person or watching us online via the Effingham County Fair's Facebook page, where we are live streaming tonight's pageant. We appreciate you coming. These are unprecedented circumstances for the Effingham County Fair and a very unusual circumstance indeed for the pageant. So we're glad that the girls came together. The fair board came through, wanted to have a pageant anyway. We appreciate everyone who came through to put this together. So whether in person or online, thank you for your support of the pageant. And we will get started here. And the first thing we want to do is honor America with the singing of our national anthem. And presenting that tonight will be the Phillips girls, Mother Jenny Phillips, daughters Shayna Phillips, Kaylee Phillips, and Krista Phillips. And the flag is right behind me.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you very much, ladies. So with that, we will move on with the program. And at this time, please help me welcome to the stage the 2020 Miss Effingham County Fair Queen contestants.
Allison Hall, Altamont.
Keandra Zaruzin, Effingham.
Caitlin Jansen, Teutopolis.
Abigail Cawthorn, Teutopolis. Emily Becker, Altamont. Taylor Harkey, Teutopolis.
Thank you very much, ladies. At this time, I would like to introduce you to our reigning Miss Effingham County Fair Queen from 2019. That is Shayna Phillips. Shayna, thank you for coming tonight. We'd also like to introduce the Junior Miss, crowned less than 2 hours ago, Joni Beckman of Teutopolis. Joni is the daughter of Tony and Michelle Beckman. Ladies, you have a few words for us?
Hello, everyone. My name is Shayna Phillips, your 2019 Miss Effingham County. And I just want to thank you all for coming out here tonight and supporting this amazing pageant. I know we are so lucky to be able to put this on tonight, and fingers crossed that this rain holds up because you have an amazing amount of contestants who have worked very hard to put on this show tonight. So thank you again for coming.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Joni Beckman. I am the new 2020 Junior Miss Queen. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has supported me through this. I had no intention of winning, and I just did this for pure fun, and it has been the best experience of my entire life.
Excellent, ladies. Now, thank you.
Thank you. I'll give you that in just a second. Never mind.
Stick around, ladies. We've got to have a drawing. Now, folks, during the grueling summer practices, contestants were asked to sell tickets for cash drawings. The top seller of the tickets that will be announced later will receive $100, but we will also draw right now 4 tickets for $100 each. And obviously you don't have to be present to win. That would be a pretty tall order given our small crowd and the online viewing. But 4 people are going to win $100. The remaining balance of the ticket sales has gone towards prizes for the contestants. So at this time, the ladies are going to draw 4 tickets. You can each draw 2. It doesn't matter. Mix them up. One at a time. Let's do one at a time. Tasha Verdine. She has won $100. Now, I need to take care of a little housekeeping here. Excellent work. How about let's have another ticket? Jerry Hoffman. Jerry Hoffman has won $100. One more. Kurt Becker. Kurt Becker of Altamont. He has won $100. And finally, one more ticket, ladies. I don't know if this is allowed or not. I guess it is. You can buy as many tickets as you want. Tasha Verdine. We draw her ticket again. So, of the 4 tickets, Tasha won 2 of them. Congratulations. It's her lucky day. All right. Ladies, thank you very much for your assistance. I'm sure we'll see you later. Now, at this time, I'm going to tell you how much the fair appreciates the support that they received. Because, folks, it's been a long, tough year for the Fair Board. I know that the Fair Board struggled mightily up until the last moment. The entire board of directors and many of the people who helped put the fair on, they wanted to have a fair desperately, as so many of you who love the Effingham County Fair know. And it was a very difficult decision to cancel the Effingham County Fair, and they waited till the last minute to do so. But circumstances forced us to do that. There was no 2 ways about it. If we could have had a fair, I'm sure that we would have had a fair. But we're trying to make the best that we can of a very bad situation. We have a pageant, and we're going to try and get along and do as well as we can for you folks at home and here in person tonight. I know the girls have put as much effort into this as any other year, and it's easy to get down and not having a fair, but you know what? I've spoken to all the girls, and they've got a great attitude. They're excited to be here, so they're having a blast whether we have the fair or not. It's just unfortunate for them that we are unable to have the fair this year, but hopefully we'll come back next year, and we will do all we can to have the real fair. Well, none of us will pretend like this never even happened. So it'll be a good memory, I suppose, when we look back on it, but now it's a very difficult decision. For those of you who don't know and you have a time to right now, be sure and tell your friends. Share tonight's event on Facebook while we have a few moments. Text your friends, send them a Facebook message. Look for the Effingham County Fair's Facebook page, and you can share the live event. I know the Junior Miss pageant was streamed on the fair's Facebook page, and I understand it was very well received. Had over 500 or 600 people watching at one time, viewers, and that could have been more than one person in the household, so there's no telling really how many people saw the Junior Miss pageant. Unfolded pretty well. I understand it rained a little bit during that, but now we've got the rain holding off for a little while. hopefully we were able to get this show in before we would have any more rain. We are waiting for the girls to come back now. We're in between. That's what I've been doing. Thank you very much. Former Effingham County Queen Serena Struhlmeyer right here. Thank you very much, Queen Serena. That's all right. I've been told to stall, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know any good jokes that are suitable for Facebook Live. I know several, but maybe if we weren't broadcasting to people, we'll see. Anyway, it's a great crowd. For you folks watching at home, you can't see, we do have as much as we can in the audience tonight here. I believe each girl was allowed to bring a certain number of guests, no more than 7 per girl. So all the girls do have quite a few people in the grandstands. They are socially distanced for you folks wondering at home, and we're trying to observe that. We're squirting hand sanitizer backstage like it's a fountain. Everybody is trying to stay away from each other. We're getting along fine and want to observe all the social niceties and remain respectful of the potential for illness. We don't want anybody to get sick. We want to have a good time here tonight. Well, we're having a blast. Does anybody have any questions for me? I'll take questions from the audience. That's okay. We're having fun. There's the judges. We're going to meet them later. They are a blast. We were having a good time earlier in the secretary's office. We were meeting, had a good time. There's some cut-ups, I tell you. When you get them outside the pageant, they are a barrel of laughs. Oh, look, it's Serena. Serena wants me to give her the winning tickets. Be careful, don't drop those. Thanks for coming. If you're here tonight and you did win $100, come see Mandy, but in the pink shirt, right down there under the soundboard. If you're not here and you won $100, just let me know and I'll take it for you. That's fine, and I'll handle that. We are waiting for the girls to change. I'm sure it's a very labor-intensive process. This is my first pageant to get everything in line, straightened up, and put away, and dressed up and buttoned down. There's a lot that goes into that, I'm sure. Coming up next, though, we will have several exciting portions of the evening. I don't want to spoil it for you. You probably have programs. By the way, I should mention, I didn't tell you this at the beginning, my name is Scott Beal. I am not Greg Sapp, as listed in the program. So anything that I might say that's offensive, don't blame Greg Sapp. I don't want to have somebody call Greg Sapp later tonight and say, you're a jerk, when really it was me. So Greg couldn't make it here tonight. Greg has done this job for many years, and he's done a fantastic job. And you can probably tell this is my first time doing this job. I'm having fun, but we'll see how it goes. It's not over yet. Still waiting. That's okay. I tell you, folks, it's going to be worth the wait. Again, as this is my first pageant, I assumed it's just like slapping a swimsuit on. You're going to the beach. But apparently not. Good times. Let's see, we've got, I'm sorry, ma'am, there's somebody speaking to me. Oh, I introduced the Queen's family. We met the female components earlier when they were singing. And Dad, what's your name again? Glenn Phillips, father of the current Queen. So they're right down front. We got the whole family. Has it been a fun year for you folks, escorting Shayna all over and being the sisters of the Queen? Kind of makes me think of a Cinderella situation. You got the Queen, you got the 2 sisters. Does she make you clean the fireplace at home all day? Sometimes. Well, maybe you guys can grow up and be the Queen too and get back at her. Get some glass slippers. I hope so too. Oh, well, I was thinking earlier today, we would have... Oh, I'm all right. You can come up here if you want to say a few words, Serena. Serena is a former Queen. Serena wants to say a few words about Shayna. Serena Struhlmeyer, former Queen.
Hello, everybody. So I just want to talk about, so in January, everyone who is a fair queen gets to go up to the state pageant up in Springfield. And Shayna did such an amazing job. So I'm just going to talk about how well she did for a little bit. So there's about 70 girls that are up there and competing, and she got second runner-up. So that's a huge honor for her. when they're up at the state pageant, they do about the exact same thing as what you see here. They do a dance, they do a 4-minute interview as well. They have to say a minute speech. They have swimwear and formal wear as well. So she went up there, she did amazing. So definitely cheer her on really loud when she comes back. Anything you want to? No. Anything else I should say? Normally, too, we have little misses that are up here that kind of kill some time, but unfortunately with everything going on in the world, we couldn't have those. But we always have a bunch of 5-year-olds, and aren't they just the cutest little things?
They're adorable.
Yeah, so it's so unfortunate we couldn't have them this year, but hopefully next year everything is good and we can see those again. That's all I got for
Excellent work, Serena. Nice job. Thank you very much. Serena, I believe, went on to be a nurse in real life, so she's saving people, healing people. Good for her. See what you've got to look forward to. That's excellent. Nice job. Hold on. Hold on just a moment, folks. This just in. Yes, we might be moving on. For you folks at home, trust me, there is nothing wrong with your set. There is nothing happening right now. But there will be in just a moment. As soon as I get the thumbs up from our fantastic pageant crew, we'll be moving right along. Yes, as you might know, folks, it has rained today a little bit, so we've got to be extra cautious backstage. The girls are walking on top of plywood, on top of mud, and it is very slick, and I've cautioned them, and everybody else has cautioned them to be careful, and we don't want anyone slipping and falling, so that's why we're taking our time walking around backstage. Now, at this time, we will begin the physical fitness portion of the competition. Judges will be looking for proportion of figure, bone structure, muscle tone, posture, and facial beauty. As they return individually now, please welcome each young lady. And first up, it is contestant number 1, Allison Hall. Contestant number 1, Allison Hall. Contestant number 2, Caitlin Jensen. Contestant number 2, Caitlin Jansen. Contestant number 3, Emily Becker. Contestant number 3, Emily Becker. Contestant number 4, Taylor Hartkey. Contestant number 4, Taylor Hartkey. Contestant number 5, Abigail Cothran. Contestant number 5, Abigail Cothran. And contestant number 6, Keandra Zaruzan. Contestant number 6, Keandra Zaruzan. Thank you very much, ladies. That was an individual look at each of the young women during the physical fitness portion of the evening. In just a few moments, we will have them come back as a group. And now at this time, if the contestants will come back as a group to give the judges one last look. Contestant number 1, Allison Hall. Contestant number 2, Caitlin Jansen. Contestant number 3, Emily Becker. Contestant number 4, Taylor Hartkey. Contestant number 5, Abigail Cothran. And contestant number 6, Keandra Zaruzan. Ladies, at this time, please smile for a group portrait. Thank you very much, ladies. We'll move on to the next portion of the evening. At this time, folks, I'd like to welcome Phil Hartkey, President of the Effingham County Fair Board of Directors, to the stage. Phil has a special presentation he likes to make every year. Phil, come on up here.
Thank you, Scott. And it is Scott. It's not Greg. Scott. I got that. My program said Scott. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the Junior Miss and Effingham County Fair Pageant. It's been a very challenging year for all of us, including your county fair board. The board shared your disappointment that we had to cancel the other events, and we're all looking forward to next year for all the excitement and celebration we can do to celebrate agriculture in Effingham County Fair. I'd like to take this opportunity at this time to thank all my fair board members for all the work that they do throughout the year. Their time is endless, and they work 12 months out of the year to put on the fair. Without all their cooperation, all we accomplish could not get done. At this time, I'd like to introduce my complete board of directors. Dale Lau, Vice President. Rex Holman, Second Vice President. Terry Schaefer, Secretary. Danielle Albert, Treasurer. And other fair board directors are including Michelle Loy, Wendell Albert, Emily Wall, Dennis Frenfrock, Daryl Gressel, George Saltweedle, Jennifer Heck, Fred Percival, Darren Feldkamp, Dean Weatherall, John Becker, Howard Winter, and our maintenance director, Dennis Vaughn. Not only do I want to say thank you for these individuals, I also want to say thank you to all the volunteer help that we have helping this board of directors. Even without the fair this year, the board members had a lot of things to do, and a lot of things to do when we had to cancel as well. You had to cancel our concert, you had to cancel the demolition derby, you had to cancel the tractor pull sleds, and all that stuff has to be done. I would like to share with you more of the great plans, or some of the great plans that we had for this year's fair that we were not able to accomplish. Today would have had a special flag raising ceremony at noon today at this fairgrounds. Veterans of all branches of the service would have been here to honor our flag. Then, later on that day, some of the oldest veterans in the county were to be our parade marshals for our parade in the evening. On Wednesday, we had planned a special harness race called the Downstate Classic. The Downstate Classic would have been a premium race in the state of Illinois with over $20,000 in premium money. We had planned that day to have a free grandstand admittance, so we expected a huge crowd that day for the horse racing. Wednesday night would have been another Professional Pullers League pull called the Western Series pull. And that was to feature several popular classes. In concert Friday night was to be two country western singers, Tracy Lawrence and Neil McCoy. We are pleased to announce that both of those singers and entertainers will be with us next year, August the 6th, right on this fairgrounds. So we'll be able to do that. I think that's a great deal. Last fall, after our successful 75th annual fair, the board of directors had the opportunity to buy 2,000 seats at a junior high school in Indiana. The old bleachers south of the grandstand and the ones in the infield were in mighty bad disrepair and needed to be replaced. We purchased the used bleachers last fall and wanted to do much of the installation work ourselves, but weather did not permit. So we contracted with the company that took the bleachers down to come and install the bleachers at the fairgrounds, and as you see, they are in place ready for the 2021 fair. Even though and the reason we wanted to do it early was we had a monster truck show scheduled for this fairground in May, but even though we had to cancel the monster truck show because of all the things going on, at least those bleachers are ready for our next year's fair. These additional bleachers added 1,000 seats to this grandstand fairgrounds. That will bring the total up to over 4,000 seats for a fairground, and that's a lot of seats for a county fair. But I'm hoping to see the day when we can fill every one of those seats. We have a beautiful fairgrounds, and a lot of our success is due to the tremendous support that we have from the community. And much of that support comes from our sponsors. We recognize these sponsors, excuse me. We recognize these sponsors throughout the year on signage at the fair. We recognize them on our website, we recognize them in our fair book, and recognize them on Facebook. This year, we also added a new tribute to our businesses of the greater Effingham County area with a sign that's behind the handicapped area on the seating of the handicapped area. Our sponsors range from concrete contractors to car care, from livestock supplies to restaurants. Without our sponsors, it would be really hard to put on the quality fair that we put on this year, so we really thank them. I also want to thank Ruralcom for the live streaming capabilities that it put on, and it really worked good for our Junior Miss, and hopefully we're getting that now for this program. We were hitting over 500 hits on that for the live stream, and I was real pleased with that. I told everyone if we had more than 400, I'd be thrilled, so that's great to have that good connection on the internet. I'd now like to invite to the stage our 2019 Queen. Shayna, if you would come up, please. We've made arrangements to this. I want to give this young girl a big hug, but we arranged a little elbow bump. Last year, July the 30th, Miss Phillips was selected our 2019 Queen. A week later, she was off to the Springfield State Fair to represent us at County Fair Day. There, she was able to meet the other Queen contestants that she'd be running against in January. Then last fall, she represented us at the Halloween parade. Shayna also helped at the Salvation Army bell ringing at the Walmart store. She worked at the Wonderland of Lights, giving out candy to all the kids that went through the Effingham Wonderland of Lights. At the annual meeting, she pulled out the names for our scholarship winner for the $500 scholarships that we give away each year. Then in January, at the state convention, she represented us very well. We were all excited when Shayna was named to the top 15 contestants of the 73 girls competing for Queen. Then, in the final moments of the pageant, Shayna was named second runner-up. We cannot put in words how proud we were of her at that very moment. Many board members, friends, and relatives truly enjoyed watching her success and how she represented us at the Illinois State Convention. Thank you, Shayna, for all the work that you have done in representing us throughout the year. As remembrance of the Effingham County Fair Queen, I now would like to present you with a ring. May you wear this ring with pride, and remember, you will always be our 2019 Effingham County Fair Queen.
Don't say something. Thank you very much, Phil. He did an excellent job explaining and conveying what exactly Shayna's year was like. You know, the Fair Board was very proud, as he said, that she did make second runner-up at Springfield. That's quite an accomplishment out of over 70 young ladies. At this time, I believe, because nothing's ever for sure, at this time, I believe we are ready for the pop question speech portion of the evening. Now, Shayna is going to help me just a little bit. We'll hear from Shayna later on, though, so keep it quiet right now. Keep your distance, too. The ladies are now ready for the pop question. Each young lady, each contestant will receive the same 2 pop questions, and then they will give a 1-minute prepared speech on the topic of their choice. Each judge was asked to submit 1 sealed question that they would like the contestants to answer. I have those here in sealed envelopes. As far as I know, nobody's seen these questions except the judges. Queen Shayna, I'm going to mix these up, and you're going to pick 2 envelopes, okay? You pick any 2 you want, and those will be the questions that the young ladies will answer. So we're going to throw this one away, and I'll keep these out here. Shayna, thank you for your help. I'm sure you have things to do. Don't drag your dress in the mud. I will open these up so I don't have to do it while the young ladies wait, and I'll get these cards out and have them ready. And then we will bring the contestants out one by one. They are in a soundproof room backstage. The contestants will not hear the questions until I ask them. Now, at this time, we are ready to welcome to the stage contestant number 1, Allison Hall. Allison, your first question. Social media can sometimes have a negative effect on our society. If you are chosen queen, how would you use your social media platform in a positive way?
I think I would use my social media platform to encourage the younger girls of Effingham County to be more body positive about how they feel and how they look.
All right. And your second question, with the cancellation of several events, including your fair, how would you use your title?
This allows me to solve the issues at hand. Taking deep breaths really allows me to slow down and solve the issues. Whether you're relaxing in your car or stretching with yoga during your meditation, this time is essential to a healthier lifestyle that can be achieved by anyone. I'd like to encourage you all to take a deep breath, maybe say a prayer if you're in the same position as me.
Social media can sometimes have a negative effect on our society. If you are chosen queen, how would you use your social media platform in a positive way?
I'm not one to put my opinions out there on full blast, but if I would, they sure would be encouraging and to not put down anybody. And it'd just be up to lift up everybody and to encourage them.
And your second question, with the cancellation of several events, including your fair, how would you use your title to promote agriculture and county fairs during this time?
Well, having the title as a county fair queen, our job is to promote the fair and agriculture. And I would just encourage people to come back next year, check it out. Although we do not have a fair this year, there is one next year, hopefully. So I encourage them to come out and enjoy that one. One of these things is not like the other. And when looking at my siblings and I, that one thing is me. Besides the obvious of not having red hair, I don't have big feet. I will never reach 6 feet tall, and I have a deadly fear of chickens. But I've always been told there is one trait I don't lack, and it is that so-called redhead attitude. Although my siblings and I could not be more different, we are one and the same. We love our Chinese food, hunting, and long summer walks. With our 4-H pigs, that is. Having siblings teaches us love, fairness, patience, and understanding. But don't get me wrong, we do fight. But after all, they're still my redheads. One could say that the printer just ran out of ink when it got to me. But being the middle child, I say it just glitched.
That was contestant number 2, Caitlin Jansen. Next is contestant number 3, Emily Becker. Emily, your first pop question. Social media can sometimes have a negative effect on our society. If you are chosen queen, how would you use your social media platform in a positive way?
I would use my social media platform to bring others up, men and women alike, instead of bringing them down.
And your second question, with the cancellation of several events, including your fair, how would you use your title to promote agriculture and county fairs during this time?
I would promote agriculture in my area by starting a farmer's market with the help of my community. What do Kurt Cobain, Babe Ruth, Oprah Winfrey, and I all have in common? We all share being a part of the 10% of the population who have a special day coming up next week, August 13th. No, it's not our birthday. It's International Left-Handers Day. Have you ever wondered why your wedding band goes on your left hand? Romans believed that a lover's vein connected your heart to none other than your left hand. Unfortunately, being left-handed isn't all rainbows and sunshine. Have you ever seen us try to use scissors, a can opener, a ruler, or write in a spiral notebook? Lead smudges from pencils trademarked my childhood homework. However, there are many advantages to being left-handed. For instance, it has been proven that lefties earn more money, can type faster, and are more likely to pass their driver's test on their first try, except in my case. So next time you come across one of my fellow lefties, remember, we may be left-handed, but statistically, we are always right.
Contestant number 3, Emily Becker. Next is contestant number 4, Taylor Hartkey. Taylor, your first pop question. Social media can sometimes have a negative effect on our society. If you are chosen queen, how would you use your social media platform in a positive way?
Especially in today's day and age with COVID-19, social media is ever important. And there's so many ways to positively influence those around you and those in your social circle. Personally, I think as Miss Effingham County Fair Queen, there's so many opportunities with that social platform, especially when identifying agriculture and fair-related books and reading those to children, especially depending on what school is going to look like, and promoting positivity by sharing inspirational words and sharing the smiles and the positive in what might seem like a dreary time.
And your second question? With the cancellation of several events, including your fair, how would you use your title to promote agriculture and county fairs during this time?
Again, I think this focuses again on that first question of social media. We're in a society where we've had to evolve because of COVID-19 and because of what's being thrown our way. And why can't we evolve with it? Why can't we identify ways to work with schools to promote agriculture and to look at ways on that social media platform and identifying small events where maybe it's a drive-by parade or something where we can positively shed a light in someone else's life? Bonnie and Clyde, Frank and Jesse James, and the Hartkey quadruplets. Okay, maybe my brothers and I don't quite make the list of criminal partnerships, but with four of us, we were a lot of trouble. We set our sights on many opportunities. One day, while two of my brothers served as distractions, my brother Dustin and I identified one of those opportunities. We had the chance to play with something we had never seen before. Dustin pressed the first button on this mysterious device, followed by my number choice, which I hit not once, but twice. Loud noises broke out, and a panicked father quickly grabbed the telephone from the two of us. In no time flat, red and blue flashing lights tore into the driveway, and the police officers were greeted by four intrigued toddlers and one apologetic father. I'm proud to report that since then, all four of us have seized amazing opportunities and have stayed on the right side of the law.
Contestant number 4, Taylor Hartkey. Now we have contestant number 5, Abigail Cothran. Abigail, your first pop question tonight. Social media can sometimes have a negative effect on our society. If you are chosen queen, how would you use your social media platform in a positive way?
I would use it to promote agriculture and to emphasize all the great qualities that everyone has.
And your second pop question, with the cancellation of several events, including your fair, how would you use your title to promote agriculture and county fairs during this time?
I would use my title to promote agriculture by posting about it and getting out there and talking and just being a good role model to kids. Every game has different rules. However, they all share one thing in common. They can make or break a friendship. For example, in Sorry, unfavorable alliances can be formed when an exclamation of war is declared. Those unsavory alliances then spend the entire game sending one poor person back to home over and over and over again. And Uno, an unfortunate soul, can be stuck next to a smooth criminal who hands out +2 and +4 cards like candy on Halloween. But oh, how can the roles be reversed with a simple Uno reverse card? And Monopoly, friends tag team each other in a valiant attempt to outwit each other. In games like hide and go seek, loyalty is tested. Are your friends willing to give you away or keep the game going? Just as games can teach many things, they can also teach valuable life lessons, even if those lessons are just to never give up.
Contestant number 5, Abigail Cothran. Contestant number 6 is Keandra Zaruzin. Keandra, your first pop question. Social media can sometimes have a negative effect on our society. If you are chosen queen, how would you use your social media platform in a positive way?
I would like to promote any type of community service or any types of positive outlook to my social media platform so more people get to know about them.
And your second pop question, with the cancellation of several events, including your fair, how would you use your title to promote agriculture and county fairs during this time?
Though it is sad that most of our activities have been canceled, I do believe that it's great that we get to spend more family time. And coming from an agricultural family, I love my family time, and I believe that helps promote agriculture. Growing up, I knew my birthday was special. Schools were closed, businesses decorated their window fronts, and there was a sense of resilient gratitude throughout my community. My mother liked to tease by saying, "Keandra, you aren't that special." But I just knew she had to be wrong. You see, my birthday is November 11th, Veterans Day, the day we set aside to honor those who have served in our military. Patriotic cakes and banners are the only birthday decorations I've ever known. One of my favorite birthday traditions is helping my grandpa line the mile-long roadway of our family farm with 11 American flags. To this day, our family still places those 11 flags, marking the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month our great country ended World War I. So you see, I was right. I am that special. I get to share my birthday with the elite, the most courageous of them all. To the men and women who served under the red, white, and blue, I am honored that you allow me to share my day with you.
Contestant number 6, Keandra Zaruzin. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I have the privilege to introduce our panel of judges. I'll tell you a little bit about each judge. We have 3 judges tonight. The first is Deneen Killey. She resides on the family farm in Berwick, Illinois, with her husband of 26 years, Kevin, and their 3 children, Colton, Sydney, and Aubrey. Both of her daughters are former county fair title holders, and Deneen is a graduate of Western Illinois University with a bachelor's degree in physical education. She is currently a stay-at-home mom, but she is also a member of the Warren County Fair Board and the current president of the Illinois Pageant Directors Association. Deneen has been involved with the Miss, Junior Miss, and Little Miss Warren County Fair Queen pageant for 25 years and has been the director of the pageant for the last 22 years. She has judged numerous county fair queen pageants in Illinois, as well as escorting her county queen to Springfield in January for the Miss Illinois County Fair Queen pageant. Also judging tonight, Kelly Patton. Kelly is from Atkinson, Illinois, and she has been the director of the Henry County Fair Queen pageant for the past 18 years. 2 of her queens have gone on to win the title of Miss Illinois County Fair in 2011 and 2017. Kelly has judged numerous county fair and festival pageants and is a member of the Illinois Pageant Directors Association. She is married to Terry Patton, who is a circuit court judge, and they have 2 children. She was twice named the Henry County Friend of the Fair and is also involved in numerous activities within her community. She is looking forward to welcoming her first grandchild this December. And our third judge tonight is Samantha Hasselbring. Samantha is a small-town Illinois native, growing up in Cissna Park. Being raised with a strong agricultural background, she decided to participate in her local county fair pageant in 2017. And after becoming the 2017 Miss Iroquois County Fair Queen, Samantha went on to compete at the 59th Miss Illinois County Fair Queen Pageant in Springfield. There she had the honor of being crowned the 2018 Miss Illinois County Fair Queen. Samantha had the opportunity to travel the state of Illinois promoting agriculture and other county fairs. After giving up her crown, she graduated from Millikan University with a degree in elementary education. Samantha is currently teaching third grade in her hometown of Cissna Park at Cissna Park Elementary, and she stays active in the county fair system as the co-director of the Miss Iroquois County Fair Queen Pageant. Those are tonight's judges. Let's give them a round of applause. Next, coming up in a little bit, folks, we will have the evening gown competition. The girls are still backstage changing. A reminder to you, if you are not currently watching on Facebook Live, tell your friends. Of course, you couldn't hear me say that if you're not watching on Facebook Live, but you folks who are, or if you're here in the grandstand watching, we appreciate the crowd we have on hand in person to give the girls moral support. Tell your friends. We hope we have a big crowd watching online. This is the first time for the fair to broadcast this type of event on Facebook, and we're hoping it goes well. As Phil had told you earlier, we had a good response during the Junior Miss portion of the evening. We're hoping to have an even better response during this portion of the evening as word spreads and more people will get a chance to watch this event, if not in person, then via Facebook. Phil mentioned next year's fair. I know we're all disappointed about not a fair this year, but next year we've got a lot to look forward to. He mentioned that the two musical acts are still coming back. They rearranged their schedule. They'll be back here next year. That was very kind of them to work with us, because I know a lot of people are excited about those artists. So they will be here next year. We've got all these new seats that Phil spoke about. We've got a lot of capacity. For anybody who's ever been to our fair, when it's running and operational, there's no other place like it in Illinois. We have a fantastic fair, and we hope everybody's able to come back next year in 2021 bigger and better. Later on tonight, we'll have a lot of stuff going on, but we are still waiting on the girls to get ready for the evening gown. We're almost here in a few moments, but we've got to be careful backstage because we don't want anybody to slip and fall. It was very kind of the judges to come down and visit us today from their hometowns. I'm sure they don't get a chance to get out and go to as many pageants this year with all the fairs being canceled, so they're probably excited to come out to a pageant as we are to have one. So it's very nice of you ladies to join us. We appreciate that. Your bios were very impressive. That was very nice. It must have been quite an experience for you, young lady, being the state fair queen. I bet that was fantastic. It was pretty great. She says it was pretty great. I bet it was. The memory of a lifetime, I'm sure. It's very nice of you ladies to come down. A lot of experience at that table, and I'm sure you all have an eye for quality. We'll be getting ready here in just a moment for the evening gown portion of the evening. That was not me. I don't know what happened there. Not sure what's going on. We're going to take a pause for a moment. A lot of stuff going on backstage, folks. I don't know either, but you're in the dark just like I am, but we're going to have a lot of fun when it does happen. Everything's fine. Please remain calm. Don't rush to the exits. Now we're good to go. Okay, in just a few moments. Okay. And now our contestants will return for stage presence in the evening gown competition. Judges are looking for grace, poise, and confidence. So please welcome to the stage contestant number 1, Allison Hall. Contestant number 1, Allison Hall. Contestant number 2, Caitlin Jansen. Contestant number 2, Caitlin Jansen. Contestant number 3, Emily Becker. Contestant number 3, Emily Becker. Contestant number 4, Taylor Hartkey. Contestant number 4, Taylor Hartkey. Contestant number 5, Abigail Cothran. Contestant number 5, Abigail Cothran. And contestant number 6, Keandra Zaruzin. Contestant number 6, Keandra Zaruzin. The ladies will be coming back as a group in just a few moments. We'll give the judges another opportunity to see them in their evening gowns, and we'll learn a little bit about each young lady when they come back out here as a group. At this time, please welcome all of the young ladies back to the stage so the judges can have a final look. Contestant number 1 is Allison Hall. Allison is the daughter of John and Debbie Hall. Her future plans are to graduate from Eastern Illinois University, majoring in career and technology education with an emphasis in family and consumer sciences, with a math endorsement and a minor in financial literacy. After she graduates, she plans to become a high school teacher. She would also like to become a cheerleading coach and a role model to others. She would like to adopt a couple of dogs, get married, and start a family. Contestant number 1, Allison Hall. Contestant number 2 is Caitlin Jansen. Caitlin is the daughter of Matt and Leslie Jansen. Her future plans include finishing her undergraduate at Maryville University in their direct entry physical therapy program with a bachelor's of science and a minor in psychology. She would then like to continue on to graduate school and obtain her doctorate in physical therapy. During her time at Maryville, she will specialize in pediatrics so she can have a career where she works with children that have mental and physical disabilities. Contestant number 2, Caitlin Jansen. Contestant number 3 is Emily Becker. Emily is the daughter of John and Susan Becker. She is currently majoring in psychology and minoring in criminology and sociology at Eastern Illinois University. She plans to graduate in May 2021 with a bachelor's degree and then work to obtain a master's degree in clinical forensic psychology. Contestant number 3, Emily Becker. Contestant number 4 is Taylor Hartke. Taylor is the daughter of David and Corey Hartke. Her future plans include graduating from Southern Illinois University in Carbondale with her degree in agriculture communications. She plans on establishing a career in the agriculture industry. She hopes to work in a role generating consumer trust and understanding, bridging the gap that lies between the general public and the agricultural industry. Contestant number 4, Taylor Hartke. Contestant number 5 is Abigail Cothran. Abigail is the daughter of John and Jessica Rhodes and Michael Cothran. She plans to attend Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville in the fall, where she will complete her bachelor's degree in political science, and she will also cheer for the SIUE Cougars. After finishing her bachelor's degree, she plans to continue on to law school with the hope of becoming an attorney. Contestant number 5, Abigail Cothran. And contestant number 6, Keandra Zaruzan. Keandra is the daughter of Nate Zaruzan and Tasha Verdine. Her plans include graduating from St. Anthony High School in 2022. She will then further her education by pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree in legal studies. And once completed, she would like to earn a position in a law office as a paralegal specialist. Contestant number 6, Keandra Zaruzan. At this time, ladies, we'd like you all to smile for another group photo. Judges, thank you very much, ladies. You may exit the stage. And now, folks, I promised you that we would hear more from retiring Queen Shayna Phillips, and we've come to that portion of the evening. If you would, let's please welcome Queen Shayna one more time as she comes to the stage to give her farewell speech. That's all right. It takes a lot to get a queen ready.
It takes a whole crew to get me ready in this kind of dress, so we were having some malfunctions. From the minute I was crowned, my life changed dramatically, just like everyone said it would. The days following were filled with fair festivities from sunup to sundown. I remember going to bed so exhausted, but so excited for the next day that I really could not fall asleep at all. I met incredible people from around our community, sat front row at all of my favorite events, had my dream come true running in the Queen's Race right here on the track on Friday at the fair, and so much more. There's honestly so many incredible memories from Fair Week, it's impossible to count them all. But I do owe the biggest thank you to our incredible Fair Board because they made being Queen a dream. So I'm so grateful for everything that they did. In the months to follow, my days were filled with preparation for state. I can't remember how many pop question note cards I must have gone through driving back and forth from home to school as me and Hallie tried to go to as many events as we possibly could. The days of practicing with crew members, perfecting my walk, trying on wardrobe outfits, editing and re-editing my state speech, and attending community events flew by, but I really wouldn't have traded these days for the world. It was because of these moments, visiting residents at CSS, bell ringing in the freezing cold with Hallie on Christmas Eve, attending the 4-H banquet, and reading to kindergartners in my mom's classroom, that my love for this county grew so immensely. These experiences truly prepared me for state more than anything else because they reminded me what it was like to be a queen. State was a dream in itself. I could go on and on about the experiences I had and the emotions I felt placing second runner-up, but really it blows my mind and I still don't understand it. I am by no means a perfect pageant girl. I'm shaking on stage right now as I give this speech. I forget how to do turns constantly, and my hair will not hold a curl to save my life. So thank you, Jeannie, for always helping me with that. Nobody is a perfect queen, and no queen should ever aim to be. If I learned anything this year, it is that I'm so proud of who I've become and all that I've learned. I now know more than ever what I want to advocate for and what is important to me. Retiring is such a bittersweet feeling, knowing that I'm walking away from one of the greatest experiences in my life. But I am also so happy to finally have a voice and be more than just a pretty face for the fair. This experience was an absolute honor and a whirlwind, but most importantly, it led me to one of my best friends, Hallie. Oh gosh. Hallie, I knew that being Miss Effingham County would be a dream come true, but I never knew that the best part would be getting to experience it all with you. This year would have never been the same without you and all our crazy memories, like burning our backsides as we climbed up in the hot sun on the billboard for pictures, or all our goofy mock interviews we would practice, or as Hallie said in our speech the time we met Josh Turner, but we were so excited that we met him and left before getting an autograph or any pictures with our mom, so we had to go back in a second time. I can't remember how many times that we showed up to events accidentally matching, and seeing you at state made my whole entire day. You are a sister to me, and I hope in the years to come we never lose touch. What can I say? You're sweeter than Doug McCain's barbecue sauce. My friends and family, I can't thank you enough for always being there for me to lean on throughout the year. My friend recently sent me a video from crowning last year, and you couldn't hear a thing between all the screams and the blur of the camera, but it just touches my heart to know how special it was, and that after 3 years of running for queen, you always supported me. So thank you so much. My family. I remember the first day as queen, I was signing my contract, and they said that I will need a chaperone with me every single day at the fair. But I really don't think a single day went by when I didn't have 3 or 4 of them all there with me. We're like one big package deal. I don't know where my parents are at, but every day they were there to support me, and I can't thank them enough for that. I don't think there was a dress left in the house that Kaylee and Krista haven't let me borrow, and they are now experts at watching TikToks to do my hair in about 10 seconds flat. So thank you. Mom, not a day went by when your purse wasn't filled to the brim with makeup, snacks, hair supplies, everything I could possibly need. You are truly the real-life Mary Poppins. I also owe you the biggest thank you for always being there for me through my emotional tears, because I'm emotional, and just for being there for the stress and always being willing to help tug the dresses off of me, especially when I was stuck in them in the dressing room always. I really couldn't have done it without you. And Dad, my queen scrapbook would have never been the same without you. You turned into a personal paparazzi for me the day after I was queened. I don't think I've ever met a dad like you who just took matters into his own hand. He even got so jealous that my mom had a Queen Mom pin that he designed his very own Queen Dad pin. And I don't think he was ever more proud of that pin. And he even made matching ones for my sisters, Queen Sister pins. I'll also never forget the time I sent you to Walgreens the very first day I was queen to go get eyeliner and eyebrow makeup and highlighter, because I did not know how that I would need that. So thank you. You picked out some good makeup. And needless to say, my family handled royalty like a pro. It can't be easy living with 3 girls who all want to be the queen bee of the house, but I'll forever be grateful to have had them by my side through the ups and the downs. My year may have been cut short these past 6 months as events were canceled left and right, but I know I'm not the only one who's experienced disappointment through this unknown. Most importantly, though, I am so grateful for the time that I did get, and to those who truly helped this year be so special for me. The county fair will always have a special place in my heart. So for one last time, I am, and forever will be, Shayna Phillips, your 2019 Miss Effingham County Fair Queen.
Thank you very much, Shayna. Indeed, you were an excellent queen. I know the fair board and everybody was very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you.
There she's welcomed by her parents, Glenn and Jenny. Competition began earlier today, but right now, let's have our 2020 contestants join us back on stage. Ladies. As I was saying, competition began earlier today for Miss Effingham County Fair 2020, when here at the fairgrounds in our Schutzenfest building, our panel of judges interviewed each of the contestants for 4 minutes. This was an opportunity for the judges to learn about each contestant, her personality, qualities, and attributes. Scores tonight are being compiled in the following manner: 35% based on interview skills, 20% based on physical fitness in a swimsuit, 20% on stage speech, 20% on evening gown, and 5% on pop question, which totals 100% of tonight's score. After tonight's coronation, our official fair photographer and the media will be able to take their photos of the royal court first, followed by the judges, any visiting royalty, and our fair board members. Family and friends of the Queen will have plenty of opportunity after that and then be allowed to come to the stage for pictures. At this time we also would be remiss if we did not acknowledge the pageant staff, pageant director Shelley Beckman and her amazing staff backstage who have put this pageant together tonight. They've worked hard in what might be the most difficult of circumstances they've ever had to put a pageant on. The year that the fair has had, the year that our state and nation has had, in addition to the rain today. But despite all of that, Shelley and her crew has come through with an excellent job, and we are going to be moving on here in just a few moments, and we will soon learn who the 2020 Miss Effingham County Fair Queen is. I'll be given the results in just a few moments. Right behind me. Thank you very much. I'm going to check with Shelley and make sure we are good. We are good to go. Now, folks, before we get down to the Queen, we have several awards to mention. First is highest ticket sales. That goes to, and those are the raffle tickets that we spoke of earlier. The contestant with the most ticket sales is contestant number 6, Keandra Zaruzin. The biggest fan club, that is an award that goes to the contestant who sold the most T-shirts. And we would like to thank Ad Hatters of Effingham for their support in this fundraiser. The contestant who sold the most T-shirts, contestant number 4, Taylor Hartkey. Our next award is for most photogenic. Voted on by our judges, the contestant who is awarded most photogenic is number 3, Emily Becker. And now, second runner-up. Second runner-up tonight is contestant number 6, Keandra Zaruzin. First runner-up tonight is contestant number 3, Emily Becker. And now, the person chosen as Miss Effingham County Fair 2020 is contestant number 4, Taylor Hartke. Congratulations to all the young ladies. The Fair Board appreciates your participation. You did an excellent job. You folks in the grandstand, thank you for coming. You folks at home, thank you for watching. Thank you again, ladies. Congratulations to the entire court here at the Effingham County Fair for 2020. We hope to see everybody back and better than ever for the 2021 Effingham County Fair.